Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Florida Gators, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Florida Gators offense will go to work first. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight reel catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators, defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out of the gun to give to the back. Still on his feet at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
Man, having a great back makes life so easy on your offense. It balances everybody out. It commits more guys to the box. And this guy all season long, he's in the top 10 in rushing for a reason. He's continued to make plays. You continue to trust him. This guy is a great running back.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. let's talk about Alabama. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Got it across the 35 to the 36, but the defense knew that line to defend, and they force a 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Snags it quickly on the left. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Gators have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Quick step and go. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big game.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Turning it on! He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Might be changing the route. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Breaks the tackle. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Grab behind the line. It's ball. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Gators! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his third receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives. And intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida!
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Makes the grab. It's ball. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. He makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. The Gators are flying down the field. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Barney. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. And the Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, said to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
To the ground with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. The inside handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 4 over James Madison. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Puts it out of the air. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown time. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Really nice job on their final drive of the 1st half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll open the second half with a run. What a cut. Now he's loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. The Gators sending the offense back to work.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. There he goes. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Ball. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Lagway. Makes the grab. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll run the sneak for it.
Well, we've seen this a couple of times.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. Just keeps slinging it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They'll move the tight end. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And how about the aggressiveness by this offense? Everyone thinking fourth and short, they're going to run the football. No, they take the big shot down the field. Everybody crowding the line of scrimmage. The offense, high risk, high reward, makes the huge touchdown play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Livingston. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the back. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's...
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Trying to run, it's Brown. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get us into the end zone, he goes. Touchdown, Bama! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Makes the grab.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. He's looking to pass. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. To the air, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
That's what.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, to score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
They feed him again. Nice move to keep running. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Webb. Past the 30. Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Hale. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it at the 15.
Shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw. It's Glagway. Snagged out of the air. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Livingston. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.